my side for the night. Take your time, get your life in the game. Yeah, I'm in the game.
The career's more at stake when you in your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a peace of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now. But I can boot you either pink or brown. I'm the one that introduced you to the you right now. Oh my God, that's babe. Well, alright, tryna fight in the night. Come alive, ain't it sneak? Ain't it?
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Baltimore Ravens and the Denver Broncos. A weekend where 4 teams gets cut down to 2 here in the AFC. The divisional round contest is underway. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. They're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never asked for help.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Oh, bombers.
Here's Nix. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. He won't find much there as it reaches the 41. That play made by an All-Pro from last season, Marlon Humphrey.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Now Nix on 3rd down. That one's cut on one sideline. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
The number's pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They've got 1st down from the 31. This takes him down to the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
They have it 1st and goal, an early lead available here in the postseason. Takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And he takes the return out of bounds. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting on the ground. And some excellent work to drive him all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Here we go, even.
Another run for Henry. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Ready.
On the play fake, Winston. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Shotgun snap now, Winston. He's got it. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Great opening drive continues. 1st and 10 at the 33. Out of the gun, Henry. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So Reed, the handoff to Henry. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On 3rd down, here's Winston. Down to the 10. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
They don't get it on 1st and goal. Right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Ready. Black 25.
So that's the end of one in this AFC Divisional Round contest. 7-0 is our score. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6.
Black 22.
Henry. And the run will not work. He is shot to the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, came 2 sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to try backward. All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it.
Ready. White 25. What have we got?
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And they stop it. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. They'll start at the ground with Dobbins. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Nix from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. They strike for 23 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. A pickup there of 39. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
I think that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They'll throw, 3rd and long. And once again, they can't connect. Took his shot at 6 that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. From the left half, this would be 43 yards. The kick by Lutz is good. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
Here's Lunt set to kick this away. And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Caleb Farley arrange it over for that stop.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Broncos going nickel here, 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Thurman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. It was looking DeAndre Hopkins' way there. 4th down coming up. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. That's taken at the 15. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Goes to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Now Nix. Makes the grab in bounds left side. He winds up out of bounds with things not settled yet. We've got a flag down. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. First and 10 from the 41. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Into the hands of OBJ. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
As any quarterback will tell you over the course of their career, it's not easy to deliver an accurate throw if you're about to get smacked.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Takes a pop and the ball comes out. And the Ravens make the recovery. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Dominant trying the right side. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Brought in by his back. Dobbins. Works it down to the edge of the red zone. Chopping that play, Trenton Simpson.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Going for the first with Dobbins. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead, get what you need.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, here's Nix. Cut out left. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It's a nickel set for the Ravens. 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. This one misses the tight end. And 4th and 4 coming up. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. He connected once and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will add to their score.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Half the battle complete, Brock, as we resume play here. Let's find in our AFC Championship on the line. Hill now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready.
Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's kind kind of yardage, it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Running once more with Henry. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. Hate to say it, but it kind of feels like time, Brock. It might be time for this offense to get a little more one-dimensional because his ground game hasn't done anything. I mean, just look up at the scoreboard.
Or maybe the in-between is a little play action. I mean, everything they've done, unfortunately, has not worked. And that one, to go backwards,
Third and long for him here. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Caleb Farley has it. And the Broncos will be set up great after a terrific return down inside the 15. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt. I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute.
And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos push their lead further to start the half. It's a Bo Nix touchdown. So the offense out there, and the Broncos making the call to go for 2 here.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Another shot now at this extra point. Extra distance, no problem for him as his kick is good. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Hill now to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Winston now off the play fake. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos take possession down inside the 30 after the interception. Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
I mean, where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
It's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
This finds Franklin. And this one does not go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. This is Ingram looking left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. Well, he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Nix, quick out wide, complete. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. to try his goodbye Lutz. And the Broncos continue piling onto this lead.
Ravens nothing. Will Lutz.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Hill now to return it. Things going well so far. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He goes to the hurry up here. Here's Winston, 1st and 10. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Winston. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. From the gun, a run for Henry. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Ready! Wait!
Working from the gun. Here's Winston. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos, they're stopped a little beyond the 10-yard line on the return. Well, they had one last gasp to try to make something happen here in the red zone, Brock. Just wasn't there. This defense too locked in, coming up with the interception.
Yeah, it's the work they do on those first 3 downs to get to this 4th down, like a pitcher does, to get to an 0-2 count. They know it's their advantage.
They connect on the deep shot. And this is going to be out of bounds. This defense catches up to him near that 45. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Has it in close. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Only 1 quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. The Broncos with it here, hoping to close out a playoff victory. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Catch it. Hold on, son. Joe. Hey!
Throwing here, Nix. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that sack draws him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their second down.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Nix from the gun. He's still going at the 30. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. He felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Now Nix on third down. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. After the holding call, they're going to need even more now on third down. Here he goes, third and long. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And they take him down right along the 30.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
It's close and no good. It connects with that left upright. And they're unable to pile another 3 onto that lead.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul, somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing the fantasy this week, specifically because of that miss.
Well, it sure seems like they have found the wrinkle in their coverage that this QB just can't quite read. Brock got him on a pick on the last drive, and they should have had him again right there.
Kate, I can't tell you how lonely a feeling this is.
Yeah.
One interception you don't like, back-to-back drives, that's a really hard walk off the field.
To throw again on second down, Winston. And they pick him off again! Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Nix with it on first. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And they get this down to the 28. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
That's caught at the 4. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos continue piling it on here in the 4th. There to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again.
34, Ravens nothing. Will Lutz to kick off.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Hill now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Ravens take over first down 10.
Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected decision-making there. Coming off the pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Black, 22. Sonic. Green,
3rd down from the gun. He beams one deep right side. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner. As he continues making risky decisions with the football. Ball taken in at the 36. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack. Exactly what he just did.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Show.
Third and long for him here. That's dropped off for Dobbins. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos authoring a blowout here. On 4th down, Broncos going to call on Jeremy Crawshaw here to punt.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Wait. Ready. Let him go.
Winston. Completed over the middle. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there.
14 yards. And Baltimore, 1st down. A gain of 14.
Here's Winston to the air. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get it home outside.
It's about 3 yards, but still a tall mountain to climb. 3rd and long upcoming.
And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off, Brandon Jones!
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
9-yard line.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here. So to the side of me, mile-high salutes throughout the building. It's a win at home for the Broncos. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay at home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.
trying to